Well, in 1.2 was all of your basic geometry terms. What I mean by that is, how do you label? How do you write a segment? What are names of lines? How do you label the planes? What constitutes a plane? What constitutes a line? What constitutes collinear, non-collinear, coplanar, non-coplanar, intersections, things like that. All of those terms and all of those things came through. If you also look back, and I'll get this to your hands also tomorrow, we have that one kind of review-ish sheet that I made up the other day. Back to this file here. Where we made this PDF file. And we had this one first picture. And that first picture dealt with basically all the terminology of things that we needed to understand. Collinear. Collinear meant what? On the same line. Right. Now, what about coplanar?
On the same plane.
On the same plane. Is that my stuff or your stuff? Or this stuff? Put it away. Let's worry about this stuff. Let's focus on what we're working on. We're working on stuff right now. And you were the one who was complaining about not knowing how to do stuff. So if you have a good idea, and you didn't write it, think down. So there's the other problem. So going through the other stuff, opposite rays. Opposite rays have a common endpoint. If you go in opposite directions, they create a line. Intersections. It's just a matter of following the lines together to see how they run into. We did the examples of planes intersecting. When planes intersect, we create lines. Things like that. Now, excuse me. We get into 1.3, 1.4. This is kind of where we started talking more about segments, segment addition. Then we got into midpoints of segments. And then we got 1.5 where all of our angle addition, angle pairs, and so on. Now, I will tell you right now, the idea of understanding the vocabulary of angle pairs is kind of not all that great. Here's what I mean. When we talk about angle pair relationships, you have complementary, supplementary, linear pair, and we also had vertical. So what happens is you'll be given information saying angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. Angle 1 is 3x minus 7, angle 2 is something else. What does it measure angle 1? It means you have to understand what those things mean. It's not something that I'm going to tell you. When you take tests and quizzes, I can help you reread a direction if you're not sure, like, does this mean this? I can do that. I'm not going to tell you what complementary is. Let's throw our something to tell you what complementary is. You have to know this stuff. Okay? I know the grand scheme of things, you know, 10 years from now, you're going to get a job. I don't know what complementary is. But do you understand how to find obtain information to do a job? That's what that is. That's a lot of geometry is. And you follow directions to do something.
Training your brain to retain.
Correct. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, and then the last bit, and I'll go through the linear pair stuff here in a second. The last bit were the actual midpoint and distance formula. Those are the actual formulas themselves. Now, we also did with angle addition, we also did angle bisecting. Okay? Angle pairs, angle addition, angle bisecting. Angle bisecting is the exact same thing as segment, or excuse me, as midpoints, coordinates, or segments. We set them equal to each other. The only thing that's difference between angles and those is that angles change direction, whereas the segments are straight across from one another. It's really the only major difference between the two. So, excuse me, when we go back and start looking at angle pairs, that's kind of where a lot of the definitions that I recognized that you guys were messing up on the quiz the other day. Complementary angles add up to equal how much? 90. Complementary angles are angle plus angle equals 90. Supplementary angles add up to equal what? 180. Supplementary angles would be angle plus angle is 180. Now I had a specific question on there. Draw an example of a linear pair. Linear pairs add up to equal what? Nope. 180. Remember, a linear pair is just a fancy way of writing out supplementary angles. When I asked you guys to draw an example of a linear pair, that's all you had to draw. Those are linear pairs. So a lot of you guys are. What you're thinking of is this. That's example for angles. Angles are opposite one another. I don't know if you heard me say that. I'm going to go through all of that with you guys tomorrow as far as the review stuff. I'm going to hold off on those. So everybody finished out their absence. We got through on Monday, very flex. And then I ran them all yesterday when I was gone. I figured I would start the little review. So when we do that, that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, what happens here is, though, is that you have to understand that when you see something that says and we did an example like this the other day. And most of you guys didn't understand what I was doing. Using definitions to draw a diagram. Using definitions to draw diagrams. That says that VZ bisects angle UVW, and the measure of angle UVZ is 81. Find UVW and classify UVW by its angle measure. So it's actually asking you to do two things. Figure out what the missing angle is and what type of angle. When it talks about classifying angles, what types of angles are there? Acute, obtuse, straight. One more. Right. Very good. Right. Now, acute angles measure how much? Under 90. The obtuse ones are over 90, but less than 180. 180s are straights. Yeah, so straight angles, and then 90 degrees are right angles. So here we don't have a diagram, so we just take rough sketch. We know that BZ bisects UVW. So if it bisects the whole angle, these two have to be the same by the definition. So that's 81. What's the other side? 81. And it asks you to figure out what is UVW. Well, what's 81 and 81? 162. So that tells you the whole angle then is equal to 162. And it is what type? Very good. Using the definitions to draw a picture to do the algebra. Kind of the same thing over and over and over again. All right? Try another one like that.
Just make up a random.
Take a second. Do this one. Take a second. Do that one. Good.
I got it.
So they have to add to equal 90. So you have x minus 10 plus 2x plus 40 is 90. 1x and 2x is 3x, negative 10 and 40. Subtract the 30. Divided by 3. If your value of x is going to be 20, your two angle measures are going to be 10 and 80. Okay? 10 and 80. Using the different values to solve, using the definitions. Let's see, let's do one more on this one. Bless you. All right. So what I want you guys to see is on the website, I've already posted through if you want, I can show you where this is. I just wanted to show you guys how something worked out on the old textbook. What I've done here for tonight is on here, it says Geometry Review, page 60 in old textbook. Now, remember, what I want you to do then is always click on where it says More Details. So if we click on this More Details, eventually, it'll show up where it says PDF Geometry Textbook. Right? Everybody see that? This is where I need you guys to click to get to where we're looking. Now, one of the things that is different between the PDF files of the old textbook versus what you guys are searching through nowadays is that as I scroll through here, see how my little page down here says page 9, 10, 12, and so on and so on? If I go to page where it says page 60 on that, yeah, it's off. So the page number where it says page 60 here isn't necessarily the page number 60 here. So what you need to do is look at the actual textbook page. Here it says page 38. I need to get down to page Yeah, there it was. So here's my page 60, starts here. Okay. So according to the PDF file, it's page 82, but the actual textbook is page 60. So the actual textbook page 60, and these are the chapter review problems. Now, there's diagrams, there's all the stuff. It gives you little tips and tricks for every single style. Asks you about congruencies. It reminds you what the midpoint formulas are, distance formulas are, all right there for you. Now, I don't normally do this many problems, but today is a good example of making sure we get this stuff buttoned up right, because I know that there's a little bit of still misconceptions on styles of problems. It's like 82, 80, it's about page 82 according to the actual PDF file. Yeah, if you just, what were you saying if you hit Control F and it'll find document page 60? No. No, it doesn't do that. I guess you can do chapter review. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, so yeah, don't do that. Yeah, but you'd have to go through all of it anyway, so. But yeah, just that's where that's going to be located at for you. I will be using this older textbook. Put that PDF file, and the PDF file of this is basically 2 full chapters worth of files, so you have to scroll back and forth to find some information from time to time, as opposed to just go to a singular page on the new text. All right? Get those things done for tomorrow. We'll start going through that, as well as the pass back all the quiz stuff with you guys. We'll tie up whatever is left over, take our test on Friday. All right? Question, Josh? Bell's going to ring here in a couple minutes, but you can make it. All right. Yes, ma'am. Oh, sure. I can put it up there. This is off by 1 through 30, or like 1 through 31. All of them. And they're all super fast. Okay. So here's the first chunk. Like I said, on the all right. Get those rolling through. Like I said, we'll go through the majority of these again tomorrow. I'll show you a couple other tricks and some things that I know about that I know that you guys screw up. Not to say that you're going to do that again, but you won't. Down there. Come on, guys, get started. They're real quick.